What's up, friends? My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. You can call me Captain James Holden. The Rocinante, as this basher build, this workhorse build, shall now be called. I figured a couple of things out. I'm gonna do blue in the back because that's the color that the engines are on the ships in the Expanse, and then red. And I'll do red on the arms, and then gray props. So the scheming continues. Welcome to Toothpick Tuesday. I don't usually stream on Tuesdays, but since Joshua is out of town, figured I would jump on. This isn't gonna be normal like 2-hour stream. We've got one specific thing that we're gonna do, and then we'll answer questions along the way, and that'll be pretty much it. There's a chance if it starts flying properly, I'll put it up in the air out front and put my director's monitor in front of the camera here for you guys to see. But yeah, let's get caught up on chat and then we'll get to work. Although first, this is my full-time job. If you want to support me on this wild FPV adventure, because I do rely on support from beautiful people like you, head over to CiottiFPV.com. Patreon helps me out the most. It's only $3 a month to join. You're going to get so much cool stuff. Access to the Discord server with all these crazy bastards in the chat. You know. You're gonna get email notifications when I live stream, since YouTube's notification thing is broken. Click the bell anyway, it's worth a shot. You're gonna get access to a bunch of tech articles that I've written, how to tune the easy way, how to build, how to set your PIDs the easy way, how to troubleshoot motor heat, stuff like that. And audio versions of the streams, all kinds of good stuff. Get on over there. There's a bunch of affiliate links. There's an Etsy store. There's a Fiverr page. Yeah, anything that you guys do is all, you know, supporting the madness. So don't feel like you have to do a super chat. Buy yourself something nice. You know, buy yourself a T-shirt with Clamman on it. Get yourself a bunch of stickers. Get yourself a bunch of hardware. You know, that helps me as much as super chats. So yeah, do some things, and then I'll just keep doing this for the rest of my life. GrizzFPV is in the chat first. Wind Jumbie, Freelojo, GrizzFPV, Kevin Sumner, Northern Tier, Athix, Alpha Sloth, JRFPV, James Flores, Northern Tier, Mr. Huggy, Reading the One, Dan636, JR, Four Little Pigs. Why is that so funny? Why is that such a funny YouTube name? Four Little Pigs. I don't know why that's so funny, but it just hit me in the brain. Brian Jarvis, Kevin Sumner, Freelojo, CFPV, CEE, and then there's Reading the Wild again. What's up, friends? Thanks for coming. Is this the right time slot? I didn't even... last night, a lightning bolt hit my brain at like 5 a.m. when I couldn't sleep, as always. And I remembered Kebab talking about how if you go absolutely nuts with a mega capacitor on some of these AIO boards, it will help it out. And when we finished this up the other day, it really feels like it's got either an electrical issue, like too much electrical noise, or it could be just this being a very lightweight frame, and it could be just some weird harmonics with the RPM that the motors are at, right below the hover RPM. So it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens enough that it's not, yeah, it's kind of like unacceptable, basically. So since it's one of those two things, let's eliminate one of them. The battery leads are soldered right into the back here. They're really easy to get to, and so I should be able to just take... We're gonna dig through these capacitors here in a second and find a 25 volt hopefully a 25 volt 1000 UF. And then we'll just plop that on the back of this thing. I can probably just bend it downwards and it'll kind of be protected. And we'll see if it helps out at all. If that doesn't help, then I believe that the problem is it's just a very, very, very lightweight frame. And I believe that the arms are twisting a little bit. And in that case, I'm going to take it out of this frame and I'm going to put it into the AOS T3 frame. Because basically that AOS T3 frame, it doesn't have this big, long, single individual arm that's just asking to twist around. It's got an A-arm shape in here, which takes up a lot of the like the central area and is going to make a lot stronger arm. Plus, you know, Chris Rosser is the godfather of frame analysis, so chances are that his Toothpick frame is sort of as good as it's going to get in terms of abating vibrations on a toothpick. So this is kind of the last hurrah for this TP3 frame. I would love it if this worked, because I think I'm still going to get the AOS T3 frame, but I would love to get this into a place where it's flying half decent so that I can fly it a bunch, get a bunch of DVR from the Immersion RC Power Play, and just have some Toothpick flight footage in my sort of arsenal of flight footage. Because then, when I switch it over to the AOS frame, I'm going to put a naked vista into it. Toothpicks, you know, getting one of the sort of requirements for me, for the most part, is HD on anything that I build. Obviously, the really small stuff, you can't do it. Toothpicks, tiny whoops. But with Toothpicks, we do have some options, and yes, it's going to gain weight, but I don't know. I'm interested to see. These motors make good power. These are 1204 motors. And yeah, I'm interested to see if sacrificing a little bit of flight performance for HD is a better setup. So yeah, again, I really hope that this fixes the issue. Let's get over to the let me get caught up on chat, and then we'll get over to the bench and just start soldering things. GrizzFPV's tag. If you want to talk directly to me in the chat, just at me, at CiottiFPV, or just type CiottiFPV, no spaces. GrizzFPV says, CiottiFPV and Collective, how goes it? Athix says HDZ refers to HD0. I got the whoop board ready for the TP3. Very cool. And the other thing I was going to say is that I will be if I move this over to HD, not if, when I move this over to HD, it's going to be going on to DJI rather than SharkBite, because it's the quality of the HD on DJI is obviously way better. HD0 cannot compete in any way, shape, or form on the flight footage looking good, right? So it just doesn't make any sense to put this on HD0, because it's like putting a crappier camera on it, you know what I mean? And there's really not much of a benefit. I mean, there's a couple gram difference, I'm sure. Let me see what this naked Vista weighs. But yeah, there's a huge difference in quality. So with long 30 gauge wires, this is 10.8 grams. Jesus, that's heavy. That's also with the antenna. So 10.8, that'll probably come down to 10 grams once I cut these wires really short and direct solder them. Whoo! It's a heavy VTX, man. HD0 is probably down in the ballpark of 4-point-something grams, 5 grams, right? Their new lightweight VTX that's coming out. But again, the video quality is just terrible. It's not terrible, but like it's not watchable. HD0 to me is acceptable and like good to fly through, but for footage it makes no sense. The way that it breaks up looks terrible. You know, like in terms of getting good footage from an HD FPV system, it's DJI. You know what I mean? Like there's not even an argument there. Like and it probably will always be DJI. They had they're a much bigger company. They've got a huge head start on the HD stuff. So, yeah, I mean, that's fine. It's interesting, right? Because that means that, like, I have a feeling what's going to happen is that HD0 is going to become the best FPV system. So 5-inch rigs will love it. 3-inch rigs that are going to carry, like, an Insta360 Go 2 are going to love it. But toothpicks and not tiny whoops, but yeah, toothpicks, I feel like are going to be better on DJI because you're multitasking. You know, you're using it as HD flight footage as well as FPV. So that's annoying. That's annoying. That I feel like DJI will be the best option there. But you know, we'll just have to have 15 different sets of goggles and 18 different rigs on all. It's kind of the way it is anyway, you know? Hey, I got the Mobula 7 back up in the air. The problem was startup power. Here's what I think happened. And we're going to talk a lot about this tomorrow. We're going to look tomorrow at the differences between the Mobula 6 and the Mobula 7. There are a lot. But yeah, for whatever reason, I think it's ESC related. Again, we're going to talk more about it tomorrow on Whoop Wednesday. But the Mobula 7 has a lot harder time getting the props spinning than pretty much any other rig I've ever had, to be honest. Definitely than the Mobula 6. And the filtering setup on this that it ships with is really weird. Really, really, really weird. We're going to be taking a look at both of that. But yeah, in Blue Jay, I think what happened is before the Mobula 7 1S ELRSs shipped, I think that Happy Model went into Blue Jay and just cranked the startup values all the way up. So when I got this thing yesterday, unboxed it, and started flying it, the first battery that I flew was stone stock, and it was having that problem. It was barely able to get the prop spinning, and there was this weird situation when I would put it into like a backflow environment where it started happening when I would go forward, I would pitch back, I would fling it backwards, looking up at the ceiling, and then sit it down like this, looking forward, and it's this really cool effect as you go zzz, zzz, and it's kind of like a rewind. It's kind of like a tiny whoop rewind. But when you do that and you throw it backwards into its own prop wash, the incoming air is trying to stop the propellers. And when I do that move, I try to do it at 0 throttle so that it carries as far as possible backwards. Well, yeah, that inflow was stalling out one of the props. I could tell that that's what it was because it was a soft, like it would drop an arm like softly. Desyncs, it just drops it all at once and just falls and just tumbles. But last night it was this like this kind of soft little thing that happened a few times on that first battery. So what I then did is it didn't have the Blue Jay startup tones, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll put it on Blue Jay. And when I put it on Blue Jay yesterday, the Blue Jay defaults with the startup power in the middle somewhere wasn't enough, and that was all the problems that we were having with it not spinning the motors. So yeah, the ESC did not cook. Everything was fine with it, and we're gonna talk more about this tomorrow. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. The differences between this and the 6 are pretty nuts. And yeah, we'll take a look, make some guesses. I've got a Caddx Ant camera coming. The fact that this thing came with an extra little 14x14 lightweight canopy is amazing, because I'm going to be able to put a Caddx Ant onto one of the other 65mm Tiny Whoops to get some better cameras up in here. The Newbie Drone Goober canopies are great, but the camera that they put in there is very, very, very wide angle, I've realized, and it's nowhere near as good as these Runcam 4, Runcam Nano 4. I think that's what it's called. I also tried different propellers on these 0802s today. I tried those Beta FPV white tri-blades, and they were out of balance right out of the bag, very annoying. And then I put this onto quad blades, and they're not all that well balanced either. So I do have a set of the tri-blade gem fans with the 1.5mm shaft, the regular tri-blade gem fans. Those will be well balanced. Those will have a fighting chance. But as of right now, these gem fan bi-blades are the best that I've got. Well, they're the only balanced props that I have for it that are a 1.5mm motor shaft. So yeah, there's a little update on the Mobula 7 1S ELRS. JRFPV says, what type? What, JR? Four Little Pig says, g'day. Kevin Sumner says, you could also do red race lights on the arm for the Rossi. So I've already got, I think it has red race wires on the arms. I want to put blue in the rear. I want to do red in the front and blue in the rear. Let's see, actually. I always lose track of what colors I have on which rigs. Yeah, they're red. Man, they are beat to hell, though. So it's a good time to switch those out. This rig does need a little bit of love. I think there's something going on with it. So yeah, it's going to get some blue race wires in the rear. I wish there was a light blue. The blue race wire LEDs are like a very dark, almost purplish blue, but that's okay. I'm into the second season. Rewatching it. The show that we're talking about, for anybody that hasn't been watching the streams lately, is The Expanse on Amazon Prime. Chat turned me on to it, and I just got through all 5 or 6 seasons the other day and just went right back into season 1 to rewatch it. So good. Freeloader dropped in the link to Patreon. Thank you, dude. YouTube did the thing. Come on, chat. Scroll. There it goes. Kevin Sumner says, yes, this is the right time. Nice. Perfect. James Flores says, hey man, I got to rush Tiny Tank VTX. Sometimes after I arm, my quad will go into it'll go into pit mode. I always have to push the button to take it out of pit mode. That ain't right, James. Did you do the... Yeah, I mean, once you get it out of pit mode, it should stay out of pit mode. Check your VTX table, I guess. That sounds really weird. I can't think of anything else that would cause that. There is a trick. If you go into the OSD and then you go to features and then you go to VTX, if you hit stats to get to the second buried screen of the VTX menu, there's only one option that you can change. Try changing that option. That might help. But you probably already had to do that to get it out of pit mode in the first place. Mr. Huggy says, I always put one on, usually a 35 volt 470 UF. You talking about toothpicks, Mr. Huggy? JRFPV says, I thought you were done with DJI. I mean, I haven't even begun with DJI. I just got the goggles sent to me. I have goggle foam on the way. And yeah, I'm going to put it into... I really want to put it into a Cinewoop. I think I might put it into one of the 2 Cinesplores, and if I have to use that rig, just tell the director, hey, I don't have a monitor for this rig. But basically, like, if I get on site and talk to the director and say, hey, do you want a monitor, or do you just trust me to fly and make it look good, and we'll look at the footage after each battery? You know, if they're willing to do that, then I can fly the DJI rig. The problem is going to be the adjustment between a bunch of latency and very, very little latency. So I'm kind of scared to do that. I think the safer bet is going to be to put, this is another part of the plan, is to put DJI into the test bed Freestyle Glide, not the Rossi, but the pink one. And then I can put some batteries on that, but it's still so cold out that like I hate flying 5-inch rigs when it's this cold because everything breaks. The TPU breaks, the props explode. It's just such a pain in the ass. But we'll see. CFPV says, how's your day been? Today's sucked, to be honest. I had an impossible time falling asleep last night, and then I ended up sleeping until fucking 2 o'clock today. So I've gotten nothing done, and I have so much to get done. And then with those Everlywell, with the Everlywell food sensitivity results that I got the other day, I'm like lost when I go into the kitchen now because everything has milk and eggs in it. So yeah, and like I never cooked. My ex-wife enjoyed cooking and was willing to cook. As long as I cleaned up and yada yada yada. So yeah, cooking has been something that I've had to like kind of force myself to learn ever since she left. And I was just kind of starting to have a couple of things that I knew how to do, and most of them had eggs and or milk involved. So now I'm like, fuck. But I'll figure it out. I made myself a squash and onion quesadilla earlier. Squash, onion, sun-dried tomato, and feta quesadilla. Most of those things I shouldn't be sensitive to. My stomach feels fine. But, yeah, milk's and everything. I ate like a granola bar last night, and then I was like, what the hell? I ate something last night. I was like, oh, this will be safe. And then I'm like, no, it's loaded with milk and eggs. Great. So this, don't get old, kids. It's not worth it. Live hard and die young. Michael Blade says, what's up? S. Grace says, do you got any other props you can try on it with a bit lower pitch? What are we talking about, S. Grace? The Mobula 7? I don't believe so, but I wouldn't want to try anything lower pitch. I want more pitch. This does not have the power that the Mobula 6 ELRS does on tri-blades. The Mobula 6 ELRS on the GemFan tri-blades is absolute magic. Absolute magic. I flew 6 batteries on that today. It's just everything, guys. It is so good. You do that wacky all 100s tune that I showed you guys the other day, and it's outrageous. BT 2.0, that's important. And then the Weebleed FPV batteries or the Tattoo batteries, and this can't hold a candle to that. Maybe once this is on the properly balanced tri-blades, but I really, really, really doubt it. It's just wild. It really is wild. So, yeah. But that's okay. I bought this pretty much in order to rip it apart and to use these motors on a tiny lifter, to use this canopy onto one of these 65s, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this AIO. Maybe I'll eat it. I mean, hell, maybe. I think this AIO is technically rated for 2S, so I could build a really lightweight tiny lifter. Like, I could take this canopy off, put a Newbie Drone Goober canopy on, and then I can run the Insta360 Go loops and just run the damn thing on 2S. That could be like a super easy little tiny lifter setup to build. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. I'm pretty impressed by this, though. It flies really good. If you want more runtime than the Mobula 6, this is what you get. You just don't get any better performance. You get quite a bit less performance, to be honest. But it still flies really, really good. That's for sure. I'm definitely impressed with the flight characteristics, even if it's underpowered because it's on biblades and 0802s. But again, maybe the tri-blades that are on the way will change the story a little bit. Metal Dirtson says, glad to hear that works. Curious about what's going on with Blue Jay on those whoops. I don't think that's the issue. We're gonna talk more about this tomorrow. I think the issue is the ESC in this. I think that there's something about the ESC in this that. Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing that I did with this. I dropped it down to 24K, and that helped as well. So there's that. That was kind of wacky. Actually, it makes sense. It makes a little bit more torque, and torque is what it needs to get the prop started. Brian Jarvis says, on whoops and micros with Blue Jay, need higher startup. There's an article about it, transferring from BLES to Blu-ray. That's interesting, Brian. I have not had that experience. I've put Blue Jay on, I think, all of the whoops now, and they've all been completely fine on the defaults. But, yeah, I don't know. Where's that article at, Brian? I would love to take a look at that, see if there's any. I was able to move the startup like 3/4 of the way up, and that would get the props to spin, but then I just said to hell with it, and I moved them all the way up, and then it was a little bit better. Mr. Huggy says, yes, 470F cap on a Toothpick. You can get some quite small ones. In fairness, this Toothpick already does have a capacitor. But it's only 100 UF. It's a 16-volt 100 UF. Metal Dirksen says, maybe we need to start posting recipes in the Discord. No, I'm good. I mean, YouTube is just the haven for cooking stuff. So I'll be fine. GrizzFPV says, in the Cinesplorer, you won't really notice the latency. Exactly, Grizz, right? Because the Cinesplorer is so slow that I'm really not going to notice the latency, which is really makes me want to put... P. Richard Scott, Patrick turned me onto that. He made me realize that a few months ago, and that's what kind of got me being a little bit more realistic about DJI. So, yeah, and the other thing... is the gig that I was on yesterday. There was scraggle everywhere, and I was on analog, and I couldn't see it, and I kept hitting it, and it was really starting to piss me off. So, yeah. I'm going to be a dirty deserter and start moving towards HD. Had to happen eventually. JRFPV says, the DJI app streams to your phone. Does it really? Wirelessly? Even on an iPhone? I thought that was Android only. Brian Jarvis says, sent you a link on Discord about it. Awesome, dude. Thank you. All right, here we go. Now we're going to move over to the bench and start working on this here Ghost TP3. So the rear props are off. Get this light into a better spot here. Okay. Let's find a capacitor. So I'm only really going to run this rig on 2S, at the most 3S. So 3S, 4, 8, 12, 12.6, call it 13. Okay, so as long as we're above 13 volts, we're going to be totally fine. So let's dig through these here. I'm going to get rid of I'm going to put all the 35s aside, because this will never be on 6S. So that you know, in case you aren't familiar with this, the lower the voltage rating on the capacitor, the the more capacitance that you can get per size. The higher the volt rating, the bigger and the heavier the capacitor is. So, yeah, it'll benefit me to find one that's a low voltage rating. Here's a 25. All right, I'm just going to put all the 35s up, and then all the 25s I'll set aside. Another 35. Another 35. There's a 25. It's only 330 though. I'm hoping that I have a 25,000. There's another 35. I used to. There's a 25, but it's only a 330. 30. There's a 35,000 that's not one of the gold ones. So these are both thousands here, but these gold ones here. It's hard to explain. I don't necessarily understand it all the way either, but it's better. The gold ones are the better ones. Oh, this is a 50 volt. Jesus, it's a little bomb there. Another 35. Maybe somebody in chat can explain it. Another 35. 35. Come on, man. Tell me I don't have more 25s here. Really? I think at some point I might have gotten rid of a bunch of the 25s. Ooh, there's a 25 470. That's probably what I'm going to use. Because there's another 50 volt. Jesus. 35, 35, and 35. Okay, cool. So let me just put all these 35s away, and then we're gonna pick from. Well, actually, what we could do is just solder on one of these thousands, and then if it helps, take it off and put a 25 on there. If it doesn't, then probably just take it off anyway, basically. You know what I'm saying? Go with something huge to see if it's going to help, and then kind of scale it down. Let's see. This is this is only a 470. Damn it. Those leads aren't long enough anyway. Okay. All right, so that's fine. Put this one away. Do I have a wasn't there a yeah, I mean, I could just zap this 1,000 on there. This is 1,000 as well. FP Tracker says, where's the negative on the cap that doesn't have a stripe on the side? That's a good question. I don't know. I do not know. Windjummy says, which is better, on the XT60 or board? On the board, for sure. CiottiFPV says, I'm making a hammock for the 500 milliwatt Sharkbite VTX for the Glide. That sounds interesting. I didn't even know that they were doing a 500 milliwatt Sharkbite VTX. Schizophrenic says, if a capacitor is rated for 105 degrees or is gold, it's a sign that it's low ESR. Low ESR, that's what I couldn't think of. Thank you so much, Schizophrenic. I didn't know about the 105 degrees thing. Look at that, 105 degrees Celsius. Well, that's super cool. 105. Learn something every day, friends. Ooh, this is 105. Wow, how the hell is this 105 and it's 1,000 UF and it's 35 volt, but it's so small? Look at that. What? What kind of heresy is this? Wow, okay. That's pretty awesome. Let me see if I can find one that's not 105. I feel like these are all 105. 105. 105. Huh. 470. If I find any non-105s, I'm going to throw them in the goddamn lake. Make sure I pollute the environment as much as possible. 105, 105. It looks like these are all 105. I've heard that these Raycon ones are good as well. The gold ones are good. The Raycons are supposedly good. Yeah. 35. There's the other 1,000. 35 volt, 1,000 UF. Well, you know what? I am going to put this big bastard on there because... Where is it at? I am going to put this big bastard on because... reasons. No. I'm going to do this one. Because if this one's good to go on there, then I can just leave it on there. Yeah. All right, so this is a 25 volt 470. It is 105 degree. So it sounds like it is low ESR. Oh, no, the tiniest of tiny capacitors here. And this is a, this is a big boy. This is a big boy. Ooh, another bot that I can ban from the channel. Whee! Okay, so negative on the left, positive on the right. Let's just splay these guys out so that they find their little home. Remember, Tim says low ESR is really all that works for FPV, so unless you bought caps from somewhere else than an FPV store, they're all going to be low ESR. Nice, good call. I've only ever bought like 1 or 2 capacitors. They come in like everything, and I've blown up so many ESCs that pretty much all of those capacitors that you just saw are came with ESCs. That's why there's such a weird like random variety of them in there. All right, that looks about right. They can sit like that, and then I'm going to pull this one out a little bit more. And cool. Soldering iron coming on. So I'm going to try my best to tin these little legs. It's usually pretty hard to do that, but it's worth a shot. And then I'm going to leave it long so that I can bend it down. I really want to bend it down as much as possible to get it away from the propellers, because it's going to be close to the props. If it gets bent up, it's going to hit the props are going to hit it. So I don't want that. How am I going to situate this thing so that I can work on it? Is that going to work? Hold it like this. Yeah. Come in with the tip of the iron. Yeah, this should be fine. It's sitting on its own little butt. A little bit there. Alright. Ramdonko says, I put the cap halfway along the power wire to get it out of the way using automatic wire strippers. That's interesting. Hope you're good. Also presume that it worked. That's a pretty cool idea. I never even remotely thought about that. Metal Sim says, sometime read the story of fake low ESR capacitors that caused a rash of computer failures. It's a fascinating tale. We were talking about that one time on the stream. Man, that is crazy shit, yo. That affected the car industry, actually. There's a couple, I think the Toyota Supra, actually. The factory ECU had that issue, which is scary as hell. Alright, so I'm going to grab the other leg, and that'll allow me to hold it. And then, yeah. Should be able to just donkey it on there. All right, cool. Let me see if I can tin these little legs a little bit. Here we go. The thing that's in the title of the live stream. 45 minutes later. Yeah, a little bit of that solder stuck. Not much stuck on that one. There we go. A little bit stuck on that. Okay, should be all right. My other option is I do it like this and hold it. No. Let's do it like this. I'll do it like this, and I can probably just hold it. It won't get too hot. It won't get hot that fast. Here we go. Cool. So I used the fact that the solder always travels towards the heat to kind of pull the solder up onto the legs, because these legs are not like wires. They don't like to kind of suck the solder up. So yeah, just kind of use that to your advantage, and you'll have a good day. I'm going to bend this leg inwards a little bit. I splayed it out a little bit too far, I think. Oh, it's already starting to stick down there. So get in here, and I just want to reheat it just a little bit, and then we'll be golden. I hope. There we go. That actually looks really nice. That came out really good. The negative side can be flatter though. Let me just rework that super quick like. Come on. All right, well, it doesn't want to sit down anymore, but it's probably fine. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, so we're going to gently bend this down. Don't break, don't break. Don't break. These legs kind of suck. I hate direct soldering like this. I really prefer to use caps. But in this case, it just kind of makes more sense to do it this way. I need to come in one more time. This negative side is just kind of being unruly, and it's like kind of not centered, and like I said, if this fixes it, then I just want it to be right so that I'm done with it. So, yeah, let me just come in one more time. There we go. And yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it, but it's getting a lot harder to adjust this. Let me try one more time. That's a little better. A little bit better. Okay. All right, that is totally acceptable. Let's throw the props back on it. We'll throw the Ghost module into the QX7 and we'll do a little test hover, and I'll be able to see if this helped. Again, this is an older AIO. The older AIOs had a really hard time with electrical noise, and I have a sneaking suspicion that that's what's going on with this rig. If this doesn't help, then it's a frame resonance problem, and I'm not going down that road because, yeah, you gotta like back the tune off, and then it's just silly. So this is sort of one last attempt, basically. BlitzFPV says, long time no see, been crazy busy new job doing security drone work. No way. We'll see how it goes. Night shift is a bitch. At least you stream for me at 2 a.m. How does that work? You fly a drone all night long? Or like, you know, in between batteries or whatever? Tell us more. Security drone work. That sounds weirdly fun. Butterson says, those are the GemFan 3018s. They are. You got any of the Tri-Blade 3016s? I do, but I want to put this up in the air on the Bi-Blades first and then move to the Tri-Blades. It always helps me to feel a rig on lighter weight propellers first, to see how the PID loop is reacting, and then put it onto a heavier propeller. It helps me to be able to tell whether or not it's the motor is overpropped or underpropped. So yeah, and I typically don't fly really hard on that first battery. So yeah, having it on the more sketchy Bi-Blades that don't protect the motors as much on the front end here is the move. The Bi-Blades might be better balanced though, which is, well, the Tri-Blades will be better balanced, I should say, which is kind of interesting. But it'd be great to get this thing into a really good place on Bi-Blades and then move it to Tri-Blades. And like the problem that I'm having is not being caused by the Bi-Blades, I don't think, because everybody runs these. Like these 3018 Bi-Blades are known to be good. Please tell me I have a battery with some energy in it. 3.77, that ain't the one. Athix says the T3 frame reminds me of RC Test Flight's big Cinerig. Reminds you, not remains, right? Reminds you? Come on. Really? Don't do this to me. Hey! Hey! And it's the lightweight battery. Cool. Talon FAF 300 mAh2S. Let's see what's what. I have a lot of extra motor wire on this, so basically flying fixed wing or multi-copters in high interest areas, scanning for suspects and coordinating arrests with the site security team. Jesus, all night for 3 weeks nonstop, dude. That's some Expanse shit right there, man. This guy's flying the actual Rossi. That sounds interesting. I'm sure that it gets very tedious. But still, I mean, shit. For something that's going to be tedious anyway, flying a drone certainly helps. That's cool, dude. How the hell did you get that? How did you find that? What on earth? Ba 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 ba! All right. So it didn't blow up. That's good. Put it over here. And kick this onto the ghost thing in the place. Let's see what's up. What's up, CMYK? No smoke stopper. It's a known quantity rig. All better. Good to go. Yep. Totally fixed it. Wow. Wow. Okay. What's it? Is there enough light outside? Oh God, no. It's pitch black out. What the hell happened? What happened to daylight? What? Hold on. Maybe the camera is maybe the camera's good enough to see in the dark. It's not, but wow, dude, that like, okay. All right. Nope. Not happening. Wow, man. Okay. Jeez. This whole man, I have heard that having the capacitor on the battery plug is worthless. And I've done it a couple of times on yeah, wow, okay. I am really glad that a lightning bolt struck my brain last night, and I thought to do this. So, cool. This thing can, we can do some fun shit with this thing. All right. So now I just have to figure out, well, why don't I take this opportunity to get this Diamond VTX up and running to show you guys how that works. Wow. I'm, okay. That makes me happy. So yeah, if you've got old AIOs that are doing weird shit, put a big old capacitor on them, and you might bring them back to life. Damn. Okay. What's up, Grim? Athix says, reminds, sorry? Oh, reminds. Yeah, right. Athix says, what AIO is that again? It's a JHE MCU. It's like it's an AIO from like that first big explosion of AIOs way back when. Wow, man. That's rad. Very, very cool. So the next thing that I need to do on this is actually swap these motors out. But we're not going to do that now. I'm going to fly it on these motors for a minute. And then I'll move this out. I got to get it onto RC and power motors. I'm going to have to rip it all apart when I do that, because I'm going to have to pull the motor plugs off of it. So I'll probably wait for the... I don't know, actually. We'll see. But I do want to fly a couple of, at least a few batteries on this in its current setup. CMYK says, is the Toothpick stable? Was it the magnet count in Betaflight? You know, I didn't even look at that magnet count. I didn't plug it in to do that. Which, if the magnet count is wrong, I did say the other day that I've had that magnet count wrong before, and it hasn't made a difference, which is very confusing. Oh, bidirectional D-shots turned off. That's right. Yeah, it's just running on the RPM, the dynamic notch filter, 4.3's dynamic notch filter. So yeah, it's not magnet related. I did not turn down the PWM. On the Mobula 7, I did Northern Tier. Yeah, I turned it down to 24. It would have run on 48, but I was just kind of playing around. Blitz says, I was sponsored to do my remote pilot license by the company, and they have a workshop dedicated to fixing the drones the pilots crash. Wow. So I'm eyeing that in their R&D department. That is nuts. Holy crap. Huh. That's really cool. It's opportunities like that I feel like is going to snag all of us up. I hope it is. Ramdanko says, thought about this a bit. Blitz FPV eventually sell a product that does waypoint missions. Oh my god. No, we don't want that. No waypoint missions. All drones need to be piloted by us. Motordritson says, I guess magnet count doesn't matter if RPM filtering is off, but it might be better with it on. Yeah, I don't know why I turned RPM filtering off. My guess is maybe the processor was getting overloaded. This... I don't know. Steadfast says, what does it mean if my quad death spirals on the roll axis, but I have been able to stop it a few times by giving it roll input the other direction, then it recovers and flies fine. I think, Steadfast, it means that you're kind of dealing with the similar situation that I was on the Mobula 7. Is it when it death rolls, is it like a soft, does it like softly kind of roll? Or is it just bang and it just goes? It could be an inflow where the props are stalling. Try upping your idle throttle. Actually, go into BL Heli and try upping your, or Blue Jay, whatever you're on, and try upping your startup power. It's a hard, fast roll. So yeah, that could be it. When you do a fast roll and you come around the other side, it's putting, yeah, it's reversing the airflow on two of the motors. So it could be stalling those motors out. So yeah, up your startup power in BL Heli or Blue Jay. See if that helps. You can also try upping your idle throttle. That could help as well. Steadfast says, I upped idle to 7. Did it help at all? What's the rig, too? Alright. Trying to figure out why I turned RPM filtering off on this rig. Seems to be totally fine without it. The new dynamic notch filters are really good. So I'm tempted to just kind of leave this alone. It was bouncing up and down really nicely. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Rate profile, good to go. The PIDs are very soft. I'll move the PIDs up in the OSD. All right, so that's cool. Let me. Oh wait, no. This is like way too stock. Hold on. Let me at least do a couple of things here. Okay, there we go. Averaging 2 point because it's on Ghost. I think that's okay. Alright, throttle boost, that's fine. Anti-gravity, let's move that up to 5. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to do a couple of things here. Just a couple quick things. No big deal. A little bit of thrust linearization. Bring it down to 10. All right. That's looking good. Pasted a dump. What the hell dump did I paste into this? Is this on Blue Jay? Did I plug it in and it gave me Blue Jay tones? Is that a thing? Hold on, let's see. Hey, it is on Blue Jay. Weird. Weird that I did that. Maybe I did that because I was just trying different things. I don't like thrust linear that high, Aircon. It affects float in a negative way, which is important to me. I do a lot of moves that are that rely on having the lowest possible amount of thrust at 0 throttle. So let's turn it back on and we'll see if we get any error. It's got Blue Jay, so it should, in theory, be fine. And then this will let me turn the dynamic filters down quite a bit. Give this a minute here. All right, let's see. So much for doing a quick stream. It's been over an hour already. What was I just gonna do? Is the hold on, let me check the VTX table. Ah, the VTX table's not working. Smart audio unknown, ports, TBS, smart audio. Okay, video transmitter. Let's go load from file, and then we're gonna get or try 2.1. It's probably not gonna work. Band race 8. Power nice and low just for now. Low power disarm on and save. Set what to 12 metal? Okay. So it's on 14. We got to move that to 12. Oh, the magnets. Got it. Oh, perfect, Kevin Sumner. That was not the intent, but that's a perfectly good. Yeah, I like that. What? Oh, right. RPM filtering. Here we go. Gyro RPM filter, and a grate, and oh look, Betaflight automatically kicks this dynamic notch filter down to 1 single notch. That's pretty rad. I'm into that. That's a good. Oh man, good job, guys. That's cool. Move the minimum frequency down to 100. Leave it on 3. Got that 1,000 there. We can probably move this D-term filter up to 1.2. All right, gyro RPM filter is on. Let's plug the battery in and spin the motors up to see if there's any error. So don't do this. Toothpicks, it's kind of okay, but don't do this on anything else. Cool. Oh, no, there is a little bit of error. Left rear motor is kind of upset, too. The error is not happening until it's pretty deep up into the RPM, so I gotta get a better grip on this thing so I can really... Yeah, there it is. There's a little bit of error. Okay, yeah, so we're asking a little too much of it. Steadfast RC with a $2 super chat. First donation to the Areola Fund. Thank you very much, Steadfast. All right, so we are asking a little bit too much, and we are on 4K. Interesting. There we go. Well, what's up, T-Bird? I think I'm gonna turn bidirectional D-shot off. The other option is that I turn the accelerometer off, but I don't love doing that. Telemetry output. I could turn telemetry off. Let's kill telemetry. Let's see what that does. CPU load is pretty solid at 54%. Let's see what happens here. It's already on D-Shot 300. Now it's down to 52%. Between 52 and 53. Let's try that. Maybe that's just enough. Fire it back up here. Okay, let's see. I got a really good grip on it this time. Yeah, no, there's a little bit of error in there. I mean, it's like 0.03%, but I really don't like for there to be any. Yeah, CPU overclock is an option, Aircon. I haven't done it before. Fuck it, let's do it. It's like, it's an old board, it's whatever. So if you want to overclock your CPU, you come in here to the CLI, you type get CPU. I think that'll find it. Yep. CPU overclock equals 108, so you've got off, 108, and 120. So you copy this line here, and you type set, then you paste, and then you change it to the value that you want. In this case, I want 120. Don't hit the down button because it'll get angry, and you'll have to do it again. Set CPU overclock 120, enter, save. This is a Toothpick. The flight controller is like all up in clear air, so in theory it'll be totally fine doing this. Let's see where that puts the CPU load. Oh, now we're all the way down to 42%. Awesome. Just for the sake of argument, let's check it one more time. Ba 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 ba! Fart, fart. And then we'll really quickly do the diamond DVR. Good to go! Oh no, right at the last second there, it showed a little bit of error. But I don't know, maybe that was just a fluke. I'm gonna leave it. The processor load is down in like the 40s, and that should be totally fine for bidirectional. All right, there we go. Toothpick is ready. Let's see if I can get the DVR figured out. Kind of easier said than done. Because I gotta like put some wacky file on some wacky card, and then I don't know. Hold on. Let me grab a. I'm gonna grab my shittiest memory card to put in this thing. Because there's 0 retention of the memory card, so there's a really good chance that I'm going to lose the damn thing. Slide by says, can you run Crossfire on a Chameleon TI 5-inch? Would you run, oh no, say you run Crossfire. Would you run antenna in L or T, and where would you mount it? Slide by, I stay away from Armatan frames, so I have no idea where. Every single frame has different sort of mounting provisions, different, you know, there's a standoff here or there or everywhere that prevents you from putting things in certain places. So, yeah, I really can't speak to that. Where would you run your power lines? Kind of the same deal. It's different for every frame, and I'm just not an Armatan guy. Yeah, I have no idea how to answer that because I feel like no matter how I answer it, I just don't know that frame. That frame might have more space for the wires to go behind the ESC, maybe in the front of the ESC. I just don't know. And I wouldn't be able to like just look at a picture of the frame and tell either. Like I would need to kind of live with the frame. That process of like where the motor wires go, where the antenna goes, that is that's a process that everybody kind of has to go through on their own with their chosen frame. Everybody crashes a little bit differently. Everybody, you know, does things just in their own kind of way. And yeah, that's a part of your sort of like R&D phase of living with a frame. All that being said, I would definitely go with an Immortal T. It's just, they're strong, they're simple. You can usually find like a simple little TPU off the rear standoff kind of setup. Another thing that you can do is jump on rotor builds and search for that frame and look at what other people are doing and just see if there's like a consensus from other people, or look for a top pilot that you know kind of crashes a lot. They'll have gone through that R&D phase and they'll probably have the battery wires run in the most durable spot and the antenna in sort of the best spot. But yeah, like as you crash, every time you crash and stuff gets banged up, you need to look at it and you need to just kind of like think and just be like, okay, my antenna got obliterated on this crash. Do I crash? Was this just like a one-time only crash? Am I never going to crash like that ever again? In which case, maybe don't change it. Or is that like a common type of crash that I'm going to have and I need to put the antenna in a different spot? Yeah, that process there can last months. But it's, yeah, you're specifically catering the rig to you. So it's a really important part of the process if you want to have something that's durable. All that being said, Armatan frames are typically not all that durable, so it matters less on Armatan frames, but it still matters for sure. It still definitely matters. Kevin Sumner says, run some Kapton tape over the SD card to keep it secured. I put a little blob of hot glue. I'll show you guys in a minute. So I need to come over here, and here is the instruction manual for the Diamond VTX. Oh, let me see if what I did to the VTX table worked. Hold on, please. Let's take a gander. I bet you it's not. I bet you it's not Smart Audio 2.1. I can't imagine that world.
Low battery.
Oh. Menu? What?
9.
Menu? Oh no. I'm asking too much of the... It's very angry.
Telemetry lost.
I think I'm asking too much of the processor.
Low battery. 8.
Yeah, it don't like it. Oh, you know what? Did I not hit save? Yeah, it's very angry. I'm starting to remember this. What's up, Squints? How are you, brother? I'm starting to remember this was happening, and this is why I turned off RPM filtering. But let's just take a look. There's a chance that I forgot to save. All right, get CPU. Come on. Get CPU. Nope, it is overclocked. Yeah, I'm gonna kill RPM filtering. I'm gonna turn off the overclock and just shut off the RPM filtering. I struggled to get it to work previously, and that's why I turned it off, and I forgot that. I didn't do that on a live stream. I did that outside of a stream. It's all coming back to me. So here we go. We're going to turn off bidirectional, agree, and save and reboot. Oh, Remy Tim, he's lived with Armatan frames before. Awesome. He's giving you some advice up in there. Very cool. All right, so let's come in here and make sure that, all right, now we're gonna kick this dynamic notch up to 5. Q factor of 300 should be okay. And, okay, great. All right, that should be totally fine. Device ready, no. This is not the right VTX table. Let's try 2.0. Okay, save it. And device ready, no. All right, let's see if the menu is gonna work now.
Telemetry recovered.
Come on.
Low battery.
Yeah, man.
7.
Hey, all better. Okay, cool. And smart audio is not working. So let's keep trying. Let's go back to this is an older VTX, so maybe it's smart audio 1.0. Let's go all the way back.
Telemetry recovered.
Old school, like connect. Video transmitter, load from file, and let's try 1.0.
4.
Save. And okay, cool. Let me just check ports. Yeah, we got it. TBS Smart Audio, UART1. All right, let's give that a shot. Unplug it to reboot the flight controller.
Telemetry recovered. Reset.
Let's see.
Low battery.
Nope. Is it tramp, maybe?
Telemetry lost.
Or I don't have it wired up right. That's a definite possibility. Although I doubt it. Nah, I have it on the TX pad. It should be good. Yeah, I do have it on the TX1. So the flight controller should be TX transmitting to the VTX what it wants to do. Let's try tramp.
Telemetry recovered. Low battery.
I don't Dan636. I don't trust that device ready thing. That's why I always just fire it up and throw the goggles on. All right, let's try the tramp VTX protocol. And nope, UART2 is what the receiver is on. Con. Load from file, and we want, yeah, IRC tramp, save. All right, let's see.
Telemetry lost.
Ba 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 ba.
Telemetry recovered. Low battery.
Hey, it's tramp. Cool. Race band 8. 2500 to, oh wait, no, this has the wrong so I need a VTX table specifically for this to get the values correct. So let's plug it back in here.
Telemetry recovered.
And
Low battery.
do we have it in here somewhere? Set VTX band 3 channel 1. Damn it. Come on. Diamond VTX table. Oh. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Please? What's up, Rob? VTX table 4.1. Happy Model Whoop VTX and Diamond VTX compatible. Awesome. All right, great. Oh, that's right. This is the link that doesn't work. Yeah, so Happy Model has a broken link to the VTX table. God damn it. I remember this. I looked it up, and yeah. Maybe it's in here. Oh! 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 Oscar Liang to the motherfucking rescue, son! Ooh, boy. Now we're talking. God, that feels good. Oscar Liang, you are a credit to all mankind. So we're going to come in here to CLI, and we're just going to paste it on in. Yeah, I know the Diamond VTXs suck, guys, but it's the lightest way to have DVR on board, and I wanted to build this to be pretty light. As light as I kind of realistically could. I didn't go bananas with it, but yeah, I wanted it to be very, very light. So that's what I did. All right, cool. So Tramp is good to go. The last thing that I need to do is tell the DVR. Wow, OSD is completely off. What the hell? I need to tell the DVR that hold on. My brain is catching up. I gotta tell it not to break the files up into like 60-second segments, and you gotta do that with these files on the little memory card. But first, let me finish getting this OSD configured. And since it's going to be getting DVR, I'm going to do... I think I need to kill the... the VTX in order to get flight footage without the OSD on it. So this is how you do that. You make adjustments, and then you come in here, and your element 3. Oh, okay. That was interesting. Yeah, Metal, it's working. Smart audio is good to go. All right, here we go again. Nope. Oh, Betaflight is acting really weird. What is happening? Why? Why do you keep doing that? What are you doing, you dick? Okay. Timer 1. So you leave warnings turned on all of them. And yeah, it's magic. So let me throw on link quality as well, because this is on Ghost. And we'll put that right there. We'll move the RSSI over a little bit. And I do want link quality warning, as well as RSSI warnings. We just don't want RSSI dBm warnings. That's useless. Battery voltage, turn that on, turn that off. Okay. All right, I think that's about right. Wait, no, I gotta move pitch over. Oh, and I want throttle value and amps. Wait, no, come on, where's throttle? There's throttle position. All right. Okay, throttle position right up here. And then battery current draw, that's what we want for them amps. All right, lock it into NTSC, save it, and we should be Good to go. Cool. I like it. Okay, so now everything that we need to do is memory card based. Let me check the VTX real quick.
Low battery.
Just to make sure it looks the way I want it to. Hey, yeah, it does. I can see everything. And I can turn it off. Beautiful. All right. Look at me building the toothpick. Wow. I've already built one before, but I got rid of it. Boost and JDM. Yeah, we've been talking about the Runcam thumb. 9 grams and $50. That's the headline. How can we all not get one? Okay. So I want to go Diamond VTX. Let's try support. Let's try support and see what that finds us. That's funny. This is what I need to turn off. Video will split into 2 minutes. We need to turn that off. Auto start when power on. Great. Damn it. Where's the... It's not the manual that I want. It's a separate page in their support section. Rybox Assistant says, anyone using BlueJ with whoops on Betaflight 4.3? I am. I have BlueJ on all the whoops now. Is this it? No, that's not it. Can I search the support section? Let's try that. Oh, happy model. Get your fucking website together. Well, okay. I know what to search for. Diamond VTX memory card. That's gonna find it. That's gonna find it. I hope. Farts. That's not it. Ooh. Oh, that's the manual again. Balls. Come on, man. Please. Please. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Alternative firmware files with different settings. Here we go. NTSC auto recording non-split. That's what I want. Firmware will disable, split the video every 2 minutes. Video output format is NTSC. Fan-effing-tastic. So that's a zip. Oh, please don't not download. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Please. You motherfuckers. Yeah, that's the page. But they're broken. God damn it. Same thing with on their other page. Come on, Happy Model. Really? Come on, man. Oh, Dan Richmond, do you really? Can you send me this one? The non-split NTSC. Here's the name. God damn it. Yeah, it's a broken link. That's just gonna share the. That's just gonna save the link, I think. Try it anyway, though. Yeah, no, it's. Oh, no, it's just unsafe. It's just an unsafe, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, no, I think it is broken. I think it's broken. Ooh, good call, CMYK. Good idea. In theory, this is the name. Let's search Googie for it. What is it? .zip. Oh. Oh! Race Day Quad, you got me. Oh, God. What? 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 Oh, there's the VTX table. That's interesting. Here's a file, auto record, media fire. Hey! NTSC. Hey! Oh. No. I'm scared. Oh. There's too many download buttons. I don't know which one's the right one. I think it's this one. Oh, I hate clicking anything on websites that look like this. Oh, it's scary. It's scary. It's scary. Oh, it's scary. I'm afraid. Hey! There it is. Thanks anyway, guys. All right, where's that little memory card? There it is. Tiny card. Where are those instructions at? Here they are. Download the firmware and extract blah, blah, blah to an empty SD card. Insert the card powering. I don't think I have to fully empty out the card. I think as long as that file is on the main level of the card, it'll do something. Insert the card into the slot, then power the Diamond VTX. The red LED will start. The red LED will starting to blink. That means the firmware is in updating. When the red LED turned off, it means update successfully. Then disconnect the power immediately once finished. Okay, cool. All right. So let's do that. I'm gonna. Why do I have this sitting here running? Okay. Let's see what happens here. So the memory card is over here. We're gonna put it in as they requested. And all right, so I'm gonna be looking for that red light. What's it gonna do again? Red light's gonna blink. And then when it turns off, unplug the power. Here we go. Where's that red light? All right, here we go. It's flashing orange. Flashing orange. It turned off. Okay, now it says pull power. Okay. So, now it wants me to get that off of the memory card because otherwise every single time you start it, it's going to do that. Why would they say red LED? It's very obviously an orange LED. Okay. I'm going to take that file off the card, and then I'm going to power it up again, and we'll see if that orange LED has that same behavior. You know what I'm saying? Okay, tiny card. Wait, where the hell is it? Does it delete itself? No. No way. Well, that's pretty cool. It deletes itself. Okay, okay. Okay, happy model, okay. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Thanks, Dan, for that reminder. That is not going to happen very often. Dan Richmond calling out that now that this firmware is on there, if you don't push the button to stop the recording, it just deletes the whole goddamn thing. It basically some of these DVRs don't have a buffer. So if you just pull power, they won't write the end of the file, and then that's considered to be like a corrupt file, basically. So here we go. Giving it power. Orange LED is blinking just like it was a minute ago, and then it stopped blinking. That's not great. Now the green is flashing. Now the green stopped flashing. Now blue. Now blue and green, and it's just it's all kinds of stuff going on. So I push the front button, nothing happens. I'm gonna push the front button again. Still nothing. Let's push the back button. I assume that there's no readout or anything like that in the goggles. It doesn't... Nothing that it's doing strikes me as like, hey, I'm recording. There's a little white LED on it that keeps flashing. You hold this back button, we'll see what happens. Nothing. Hold the front button, see what happens. Oh, that got it flashing orange. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Let's pull power and let's see if there's anything on the card. I doubt it, but you never know. Okay, I'm going to... Blitz FPV VTX tables are well worth it for low power until first arm. And it's usually not that hard. If there's any amount of documentation, it's usually not all that difficult. But, you know, companies like Happy Model that are going to cut corners, cut every single corner possible to get the price down as low as possible. Oh! It made a folder. So that's, sorry guys. It made a folder in here, 101 DS CIM. So it's doing something. All right. Let me read the instructions real quick here. So, what's going on? Switch button and start stop. Okay, so the rear button is start stop. Red LED, blinking is recording, solid is standby. What about a white LED? Switch button. Blue. I have a white LED next to that button, not a red one. VTX power set. DVR setting. DVR will be recording automatically when powering on. Pressing the start stop. Start recording. Step 1, firmware. Wait for the LED to turn off. This indicates firmware upgrading successfully. Step 3, important. Power off the diamond immediately once the red LED turns off. Don't turn off the power during firmware upgrading. And remember to remove the firmware from the card. Yeah, I think maybe I didn't get it copied onto the card or something. Let's try this firmware nonsense one more time. And I think I am gonna wipe this card out. Yeah, let's wipe this card out. Alrighty, so just this one file on the card. It's definitely on there. Okay. Eject the card. Come on, God damn it. Okay. So, we put the card in first. I think the red LED has been changed to this white LED. So I'm going to keep my eye on this little tiny white LED that's next to the start-stop button. I'm basically going to base this off of the text rather than colors. And because I want to make sure that I can unplug the battery quickly, I'm going to use the Wi-Fi because it has an on-off button. So here we go. I'll put it into 2 amp mode just in case, because I don't want it to turn off or trip in the middle. All right, so I'm looking at this little white button. It's going to flash, and then it's going to shut off, and then I'm going to turn the power off. Here we go. It's on solid. Flashing, 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 flashing. Come on. Come on, turn off, and I'll push this button. Turn off. Turn off. Turn off, you little bastard. Turn off. Come on. Stop flashing. Come on. You can do it. You can turn off. Go ahead and turn off white light. Come on. Please. Hey! There it is. It turned off. Okay, so now pull the memory card. See if that file is still on there. And hopefully it's not. 7:43. This is the last thing we're going to be doing in this live stream. If you have any more questions, I know I missed some of your chat comments. Feel free to repost them real quick here. Tab. Tiny card. What do you got, tiny card? Look at that. Look at that. All right, so it does automatically delete that. So, in theory, we might be okay now. Pull the card. And now I know what the start-stop button is. Card is in. Power it on. White light is solid on. And I'm going to hit the start-stop button. That has now made the white light start flashing. I think that means that it's recording. Give it a couple of seconds. I'm going to hit that button again. It should go solid. Or it'll just keep flashing. Try hitting it again. Maybe I didn't push it all the way. Oh man, come on, really? What if I hold it? If I hold the back button, what'll happen? Nothing. Let's try the front button. Tap it. Oh shit, sorry guys. Try tapping it again. Nothing. Tap the rear button one more time. Still nothing. Try to hold the front button. Nothing. I feel like the front button is the button to change the channels. Especially because my goggles just beeped. I'm going to try to hold the rear button. Nothing. Come on, man. What's the deal here? Do I have video in my goggles? Yeah, I did change the channel. Okay. So it's down on like race 6 now. Let me just keep hitting that front button. Oh, and I just lost the video feed. VTX is working, but what the hell's going on with the camera? Oh, the battery voltage is taking a big old shit. Well, that's okay. I don't. 7.51, 375 per cell. No, battery voltage is fine. Give it full voltage. Maybe it's upset that it's only getting 2 amps. Oh, and now the channel is back. No, the channel's on 6. So let me hit this button a couple times. The front button. I think that's changing the band, or not the band, the channel. No, it's not. But I can just go into smart audio. That white light is solid now. That's interesting. What if I hit the rear button? What happens? Nothing. Hit the rear button again. Still nothing. Hold the rear button. See what happens. Nothing. Guess the memory card could be too slow. This is a shitty ass memory card. Let me turn the transmitter on. I'm going to get this thing off of race 6.
Welcome to OpenTX. Throttle warning.
Hold on. Come on. There we go. Features, VTX. Okay, race band 8. Power 100, set. Wait a second, what the hell just happened? Why is it not? Oh man, it's very upset. What? What's it? Why did it do that? Oh, for fuck's sake, what is happening here? I think when I was holding that button, I might have like locked the damn thing. Let's hold the button again. Come on. Come on, man, stay on the button. Just gonna hold it until I get some sort of a reaction from this thing. It's just solid green. I don't know what that means. There we go. There's some sort of a reaction. What's that doing? Damn it. The VTX is also like turning off and on.
Telemetry lost.
Ram Donko says, so Blue Jay is mostly for micros? Not really, just BL Heli. It's not recording at all, Athix. It's acting really, really weird. 371. Let me see what Betaflight has to say in the VTX tables.
Telemetry.
Oh, happy model, man. Come on. Get it together. Well, this all looks good. Yeah, do that, Goggles. Just beep for no reason. Do that. I'm really happy that you're doing that. The barrel plug thing doesn't seem to affect it, guys. It doesn't do anything. This goggle battery was charging all night long though, so it's definitely not dead. Okay, so let's see.
Telemetry lost.
If that helps anything.
Telemetry recovered.
Oh, it might have.
Battery.
What? No, wait, what? Why is it on race 3? Yo, what the fuck is this VTX doing?
Telemetry
Huh.
lost. Telemetry recovered. Low battery.
It's transmitting, but it's not transmitting anything of value. Oh, here it is. It's down on race 3. What are you doing down on race 3? VTX race band 8. Set. Confirm. Yeah, this is fucked up, dude. This is, this thing sucks. And now it's cycling on and off again. Wow. This is jacked up, dude. This is jacked up. The white light is flashing again, though. That's interesting. When I hit the stop start button, nothing happens. Happy model, I'm gonna light you on fire and dance around your grave. This is ridiculous.
Telemetry lost.
Well, I'm starting to think it's not meant to be. Leonardson says it's not still on Tramp, is it? Should be Smart Audio 2.0. I tried Smart Audio 2.0 and it didn't work. It is still on Tramp. Tramp is the only one that that would work. I can certainly swap it though, because it doesn't actually seem to be working. Like with it on Tramp, it lets me get into the VTX menu, but then it doesn't seem to really do anything. Let's see if there's any files on the memory card. There is not. All right, let's try Smart Audio 2.0. Yeah, keep beeping, Goggles. I love when you beep. It definitely doesn't make me want to smash the fucking shit out of you. All right. Here we go.
Telemetry
Let's
recovered.
try this yet again. Oh boy. Okay. Ports. Change it over to TVS Smart Audio. Save and reboot. And come in here. Video transmitter. Load from file. Smart Audio 2.0. Save. And all right. Let's disconnect. Reconnect. Video transmitter. Let's give it power and see if we can get it to say device ready yes. Click out of this tab and click back into it. Device ready now. Let me cycle power again and go into the goggles and see.
Telemetry recovered. Low battery.
Now, see, now I have nothing in the VTX menu. At least when I had it on Tramp, I had something in there. Man, I have not had to. The smaller the build is, the harder you have to work to get the fucking thing up in the goddamn. Yeah, I mean, I tried all of them. And tramp is the only one that works. But then it actually doesn't work. The buttons don't work on the VTX. Like the start-stop button doesn't do anything. And the front button doesn't seem to do anything either. So I don't know. I think it might be time to just give up. Start stop button. Connection diagram. Green is smart audio. I guess there's still a chance that it's not wired up right. I don't have green, I have white. That's the third one in. Yeah, green is the third one in for them. Yeah, so I got the smart audio wired up properly. Doesn't have black box, Hobby Howie.
諦めんなよ。諦めんなお前。どうしてそこでやめるんだそこで。もう少し頑張ってみろよ。ダメやめ諦めたら。周りのこと思うよ。応援してる人たちのこと思ってみろって。あともうちょっとのところなんだから。俺だってこのマイナス10度のところ、しじみが取れるって頑張ってんだよ。絶対やってみろ。必ず目標達成できる。だからこそ、ネバーギブアップ。
In the instruction manual, it does say TBS Smart Audio, but I can't get the TBS Smart Audio to work on it. On any of them. Ports tab is good to go. I've checked that 700 times now.
Telemetry recovered. Low battery.
Oh boy. I tried Smart Audio 1.0. I tried 1.0, 2.0, 2.1, and Tramp. And Tramp gets me into the menu. None of the other ones will even give me the menu. Oh, good call, Metal Dirt Skin. I did turn off soft serial. Hold on. Oh, big FPV. I hope that's not the truth. If that's the truth, I'm done with this. If that's what's going on, I should say I'm done with this.
Telemetry recovered.
This is ridiculous.
Low battery.
This is absolutely insane. Nah, Smart Audio still ain't working. I feel like it needs to be on Tramp.
Telemetry lost.
Because that got me all the way into the menu. And then maybe the soft serial being on now.
Telemetry recovered. Low battery.
This is a nightmare. Let's go to ports. Tramp. Save and reboot. Connect. Video transmitter. Load from file. Tramp. Save. CLI. Oh. Oh, that's not it. Well, that's fine. Let me at least see. I can at least see if it's made a
Telemetry
difference.
lost. Telemetry recovered.
All right.
Low battery.
And let's see here. Let's get into the menu, features. So now we got VTX back again. 8. Set, confirm. Yes. Nope, no change. It's still not. It's still not talking. Pit mode on, set, confirm, nothing. Pit mode off, set, nothing. It remembers the changes that I make, but then it doesn't actually change anything on the thing. Wow. This sucks, dude.
Telemetry lost.
Brainswick Bean says set to smart audio and do the black box debug mode thing. This rig does not have black box. Yeah, those labels don't matter though, Dan. See if you have a smart serial port and assign that one to smart audio. Yeah, that's kind of the weird thing about them having soft serial on is that there weren't any extra ports for smart serial.
Telemetry recovered.
Here's what's interesting though. In order for me to get into that menu in the OSD, I feel like there has to be some communication. It is an F4 board. Could this be an inversion issue? That wouldn't really... I don't know. Could it be? I don't think so, right? It's not because telemetry is off, is it? I mean, I might as well turn telemetry back on. Interesting. Happy model, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why you gotta make this such a pain in the ass? Oh, here we go. Press button, button! 2 seconds, release, choose the VTX band, can't save, blah, 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 blah. Smart audio UART1. Move the stick of the transmitter. Yeah, OSD menu, enter features, then... Yeah, I mean, this shows TBS smart audio, but that shit don't work. Flight CLI, type the command, set VTX band equals 3, set VTX... So it won't record. Hermie Tim says, in my experience, you can access tramp telemetry menu anytime, even when it's not in use. I've never had that experience. That's pretty cool. Interesting. Band I mean, I can at least get it onto, let's see if the CLI will get it onto the right channel. But if smart audio is not talking, then I don't think this will. What do I want to be on? 5917, right? Yeah, I want 5917. So let me just do, let me try the CLI here. Set VTX band. Alright, cool. Okay, let's see here. See if this works. Set VTX underscore band equals, so I want band 5, and then I want channel equals 8, and then I might as well do power while I'm at it. Derpa. I'll do power 2 for 100 milliwatts. Set VTX power equals 2. All right, let's see if that did anything. I have a feeling it didn't, but that's just my gut feeling. I've never actually tried that before. Let's see.
Telemetry recovered.
What say you, Goggles? Nerp. Yeah, of course that doesn't work.
Telemetry lost.
This is the second toothpick that I've built that's just been a total fucking nightmare. But it's Smart Audio 2.0. So let's put it back on that, and then we'll turn soft serial back
Low battery.
on. Man, Happy Model, you make life misery. Soft serial is still on. I really don't think it's an inversion issue. CBS Smart Audio, save and reboot. Green wire is the third one in. Green Smart Audio. Yeah, that's fine. Interesting. I am fresh out of patience for this. With this. So I'm going to try this one more time. And then just hit it with a hammer. No, I'm going to give up, and I'll record from the Immersion RC Power Play to get a little bit of footage out of this, and then I'm just going to rip it apart and put DJI into it, because this is just ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, this is just silly. Just double check a couple things real quick here. Yeah, that's the white wire. And then, where's it at? Yeah, no, it's wired correctly. Very strange, man. Very, very, very strange. Let me do one more thing real quick. Where'd that VTX table go? From Oscar Liang. Here it is. Alright, just for the sake of putting this on here. Although, wait, no, this ain't gonna do anything. This isn't gonna do anything. Because it's still not talking. God damn it. Haven't tried to flash it to emu. I don't like emu flight, Vampire. Athix, this is 2S, but it can also run 3S. Well, you know. Sometimes you eat the bear. Sometimes the bear eats you. And today, the bear has eaten me. Yeah, this is just silly.
Inactivity alarm.
I give up.
Inactivity alarm.
You win, Happy Model. You took my money and you gave me a product that doesn't work. Congratulations.
Telemetry lost.
Way to go.
Telemetry recovered. Low battery.
Yep, nope, nothing. Well, it's the way it goes sometimes.
Telemetry lost.
That's why it's important to buy from vendors other than manufacturers other than Happy Model. Yeah, that's enough. I tried enough, and now I'm gonna stop. So, all right, I'll fly it a little bit, get some footage from it on the power play with some breakup. I'll crank it up to 200 milliwatts, so there's hopefully not a. Remy Tim says, I'm really loving your new short form live streams. Yeah, it's hard to do short live streams when nothing in FPV fucking works right. God damn. Yeah. Well, that's... I don't know what else to do. And, quite honestly, I put way more time into that. Grumpy RC Flyer, rewind the stream. Yeah. It's on TX1, Metal Dirt Skin. Big FPV. I guess maybe Big FPV is right. I had this problem before. I think it's a bug with RC3. Is that what you're on? I went back to RC2 and it fixed it. Yeah, it is on RC3. I'm so curious. I'm so curious. And I already put this much time in. It won't take long to do a quick diff. And put it back onto RC2. Connect. CLI. Diff. As I always say, don't do this. But if you do it, be careful. Okay. All right. Auto detect. Maytech F4. I wonder if it's a target issue. All right. Going back to RC2. Load for. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Yikes. Camera, why did you expire? Come back to life, little friend. Yay. Nope. Yay. Wow. The computer was like, nah, bro, you ain't allowed to try. You're done. You're done. No more. No more. You're wasting your time. Alright. Alright, everything's coming back. Just give it another second. Ooh-wee! There is no fixing this computer, NWI. It is 12 years old. Vampire with a $2 super chat. He says, and we're back. Thank you very much, Vampire. Very cool of you. Much appreciated on the support. Okay. Oh, this thing is stuck in bootloader mode. I think that happened right in the middle of the flash. Maybe not. Maybe I hadn't hit the button yet. I don't remember. Come on, Betaflight. Give me that auto detect option. Please. 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 Oh, it's in bootloader mode, so it's not gonna give me the it's not gonna give me the option. Hold on. Let me unplug it. That should get it out of bootloader mode. Cause I don't remember what the target is. There it is. Maytech F411, RC2, load firmware. Don't crash the computer this time, please. Oh God, hold on. The diff is no longer in the clipboard. Oh boy, that would have pissed me off. That would have been the end. I gotta re-copy the diff. Woo! Dodged a bullet on that one. You're welcome, Aethix. Okay, RC2, Maytech F411, load firmware online. RC2, flash firmware. And all right. Yeah, without smart audio, it's gonna be hard to it's gonna be hard to get the damn thing onto the channel that I want. I guess it does say in here, short press to choose the channel, press and hold to choose the band. Okay, so I could just use the buttons to get it up onto the right channel. But it doesn't look like there's a button sequence to change the power output. This manual is man, this is like, oh God, fucking happy model. Go to hell. Go to hell. Connect. Apply custom defaults. I'm on a Mac, Gregory. Yeah, it really isn't a manual. It's just some random information. It's just a little bit of random information that doesn't really help much. Okay. And there we go. It's close. I'm close, Rob. I'm very, very, very close to giving up. Very close. Kind of looking forward to it, if I'm honest. All right. So. Will it say device ready? Yes. Will it say device ready? Yes. Will it say it? Will it say it? Of course not. Of course not. VTX, TBS, Smart Audio, video transmitter. We're going to load from file. We're going to do 2.0. I've been told that it's 2.0. Let me try 1.0 again. Save. Okay. And we will reboot it. Okay. Mobula 7's good to go, 661. Rewind back to the beginning of the stream. I give a big update. We're going to really dig into it tomorrow night on Whoop Wednesday. Device ready? No, of course not. Load from file. 2.0, let's try that. Save. Disconnect. Hold power. Apply power. Connect. Device ready? No. Alright, I give up. I'm going to use the little buttons to get it onto race 8. And then that's going to be that. The fuck was that? Okay. So, right now, it is on race 3. So, I'm going to push the front button. And that's supposed to change the channel. But it doesn't. Great. Oh no, it didn't change the channel, the camera just died. What if I hold the front button? Nothing. So the buttons on the VTX don't work. Oh wait, no, there it did something. There it goes. What did that do? Hey, that put it up on the race 4. Okay. And the camera shit the bed again. Now everything shit the bed. What the hell just happened? The battery voltage is getting low. Wow. Wow. What a total nightmare. Really makes you appreciate everything other than Happy Model stuff. Okay. So let's try this button again. When you quick press the button, it does nothing. You have to hold the button down. No, even that doesn't do it. Well, something just... No, okay. So you have to hold the button down to get it to change channels. But it doesn't work all the time. Oh, there we go. So now it went back down to race 4. It went from race 5 down to race 4. What the hell? And now the camera just shut off again. So here's my review of the Happy Model Diamond VTX. The buttons don't work. Smart audio doesn't work. It can't power the camera, and the camera turns off and on and off and on and off and on. It doesn't record. In the manual, it says that it's a red light for recording, but it's actually a white light. There, it just randomly went down another channel to race 3. So there you go. There's my review of the Diamond DVR VTX. Make sure you don't buy it, because it's worthless. I don't even really feel comfortable flying with it because the camera keeps turning off. So, this rig is cursed and can go fuck itself with a large coarse file. You know, tried to build a Toothpick. Again. And it just gave me the finger. Oh my god, what in the fuck? Wow. Wow. Yeah, I mean, there's like no like if there's at least consistency, like I'm willing to keep troubleshooting something, but there's no consistency with this. So yeah, I give up. 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 If I had a towel, I would throw it in. Glenn Burnett with a $5 super chat. He said, "Here's to the nipple fund." There is no nipple fund, Glenn. Nor will there ever be. Athix says 2-second hold to change channel. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. I was holding the button for 2 seconds, for 5 seconds, for 1 second. It would randomly go up or down a channel, just at complete random. So yeah. Roboxen says, "So how's the Diamond VTX working out for you?" Sounds familiar. Man. Yeah, I mean, like, you guys said it was bad, but, like, you didn't say that the buttons didn't work, that it wouldn't record, that the camera would turn off randomly. If you'd said all that, I'd been like, no. Okay, that's too much. I blame you guys. As I always do, I blame you guys. Wow. Wow, what a mess. Jesus. I got the rig up and running though. I can't believe the capacitor cleaned up the oscillations that we were getting as instantly. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but yeah. Wow, wild. Dennis Gerver with a $5 super chat. He says, "You don't have a towel? Here's for the towel fund." Thank you very much, Dennis. Muddertskin says, "Mine works, but it has a red LED. Maybe there's more than one hardware version. Have me on never bothered telling anyone about." Yeah, more than likely. Oh, that's a good call, Dan Richmond. Turn off smart audio and ports. Instead, I'm just going to rip the VTX out and smash it with a stick. Damn. What a fist fight that we just got into with this thing. Jeez. Yo. I'm like, I'm so confused. You guys have seen me troubleshoot like so many things over the years, and like when Clam Man comes out, we always get it done, but this just ain't happening. Here to end the stream in a more interesting way than me just quitting, I'll give you guys another Mobula 7 battery, because you guys always go wild for it. Chris, it is all yours, dude. Send me a reminder though, please, Grizz. Come on. There it is. Woo! Boy. All right, let's do a big fat battery. We'll do this big fat Talon FAF 500 mAh 100C. I haven't flown this battery on the Mobula 7 ready yet. Oh, look, it doesn't fit in the battery bay. Great. You know, I was just sitting here thinking, like, man, you know what I hope happens right now? I hope that I charge up one of these batteries and then it doesn't fit. And I'll tell you guys, I got my wish. Instead of that one, let's try this RDQ 450. Maybe this won't fit either. Hey, look at that. Well, it does kind of fit. Man, is that tight, though. That's what she said. Okay. There it is. Should be on the right channel. And come on, get in there, you jerk. Hey. All right. We are going to close this one out here today with some whooping farts. Switch module bays. Make sure we wear out these JR pins so that they explode. I got some goggles.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Alright, people. This is the Stone Stock Mobula 7 with a big fat battery. A big fat battery. This is on the wrong model. There we go. I had a ELRS failsafe earlier, like 10 feet away in the hallway. It was a little weird. It was on the Mobula 6. Ah, come on. Woo! So, as you guys can see, the weird it falling out of the sky problem is now solved. This is the move that was triggering it, right here. It was just basically creating a bunch of rearward momentum to create a bunch of inflow on the propellers. What the hell did I just knock down? Oh boy. What did I knock down? What's this? What are you? Oh, I know what that is. Woo! Oh! Oh boy, everything's falling everywhere. Where'd the quad go? There it is. We fine, everything's cool. Oh, I tried to just lay that out a little bit too long. Got greedy. Don't get greedy! Oh god, that was the TV. It's the thing I try not to hit. It's, with this big battery, it's noticeably fatter. Ah! Oh, I got really lucky with that one. Oops. Ah! Oh, wow. Come on now. There we go. Let's try to get some 75mm power loops going. What do you say? Nope, too shallow. Well, what's happening? Get out of here, wall. Ah! God, what? I think the up tilt might have changed because all of a sudden this feels very weird. There we go. Ah, almost. Eesh. Eesh. Yikes. Where are you? Walk of shame. Walk of shame. Stop fucking beeping. Oh, fat shark. Oh my god. Why? No, no! Oh my god. Come on. Yeah, the up tilt has the up tilt done changed. Let me try to adapt. Yeah, the up tilt is way different. One of the easiest ways to tell that your up tilt is not what your brain wants is when you're having trouble with power loops, you're either throwing yourself up too far or back too far. That's a surefire sign that, yeah. Like that. I'm sending myself up way too far on power loops. Oh, I almost pulled that off. Yeah, so I flew a whole bunch of batteries on the Mobula 6, and man, is that so much easier to fly in here. So much more accurate, lighter weight, better power, better tune. This is pretty good. This is better than most. Oh god, I'm stuck on the cable. There we go. But it ain't the... Yeah, I mean, I've been saying it for weeks. 65 is the way to go for indoor stuff. Up tilt is really fucking with me. Ah! Over rotated a little bit. Oh, come on now. Woo! Yikes. Oh, it's inside of the, it's inside of a little bag thing. Wow, I mean, this flies pretty good, but Jesus, compared to the Mobula 6, and or my little ultimate Tiny Whoop freestyle build. Yeah, I mean, just the extra weight of these 75s is no good. Unless you want to fly it outside, but there's really no reason to fly a Tiny Whoop outside. Outside is for toothpicks, not Tiny Whoops. The only real reason to go to the 75s is for runtime. But, I mean, I just don't care about runtime on Tiny Whoops, you know? Ah! Meep. Okay. So, yeah. There's that.
Telemetry lost.
Hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to be really digging into, the Mobula 6 versus the Mobula 7 tomorrow night. I swear to fucking God, Fat Shark. What? In terms of this toothpick, I think I'm just going to tear it apart. I don't really know if I feel comfortable flying it with that VTX shutting the camera off and stuff. That's just kind of like a recipe for losing the whole thing. So, I don't know. I guess I'll just never have an analog toothpick. This is the second one. Although, I don't know. I get the first one was fine. But, yeah. I'm going to have to tear this. I'm going to have to tear that apart. So, man, what a shit show. Roboxison says, how's the BattleBot build going? All the info that you need about the BattleBot build is over on CiottiFPV.com. Scroll down to the bottom. Melodurton says, there's something weirdly cool about the sound of those 75 biblades, though. Yeah, they do have a sound to them, that's for sure. Roboxison says, fly pack like Nick Burns full flight. Oh, God, no. I mean, Nick is a racer, and I'm the complete opposite of that. So, yeah, I don't... that whole, like, always nose down thing is, it's just, that's not my flying style. I crash too much. Roboxison says, turtle mode without smoking ESC looks good so far. Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason to ever... I I don't understand how people do that. Like, I don't understand why people hammer on turtle mode hard enough that it blows the SCs up. Like, you should just be, like, really quick on turtle mode. You should never be, like, plowing into it. Yeah, I don't get it. It's a little weird. But in case you have been, like, driving into turtle mode, stop, or you're going to blow up an ESC. When you turn turtle mode on, just be very gentle with the roll and the pitch, and you can very slowly fire the motor up. And then if you need more than that, you can push more. But yeah, never just jam the stick and hold it with turtle mode. That's there's no reason to do that. That's silly. All right, friends, I love you, but not enough to keep streaming. Here comes some flying and some epidemic sound. We'll be back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, as always, for Whoop Wednesday, and we're going to really dig into these two mobulas. We're going to look at the really weird filtering setup on the 7, and we're going to compare the 6 and the 7. We're going to look at ESC settings in Blue Jay, and we're going to do some flying. We're going to compare them, fly one, fly the other, fly one, fly the other. And maybe we'll even put ELRS into one of the newbie drone builds. Probably, because it's just quick. So yeah. Be good. Visit CiottiFPV.com if you'd like. Oh, man. OBS shit the bed with audio again. Hold on. There we go. All right, let me find some... here we go. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Later. Love ya. Oh, come on now. Really? This is only a minute and a half? I don't even care. I don't even care. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.
There's something in the air.